Hey guys, Adam here with AmericanMuscle.com, and today we're taking a closer look at and of course installing the SpeedForm Honeycomb Decklid panel available for the 99-04 Mustang. You should be checking this out for the rear end of your own new Edge. If you're looking to switch things up at the rear end, giving it a nice retro styling reminiscent of the 70s Mach 1 days. This is a three-piece kit that overlays on top of your factory deck lid. This three-piece panel kit does come with a solid matte black finish in the middle made of ABS plastic, and of course the two honeycomb inserts on both sides, driver and passenger, also with a nice matte black finish. Now this guy here is made from that durable ABS, which is a thick, hard, impact-resistant plastic that's not going to fade over time. The UV rays aren't going to take a toll on it, so this guy's going to stay fresh all year round for years to come. And honestly, it looks pretty badass on the rear. You guys have seen this before. This is nothing new, but this guy here adds a nice, stealthy, aggressive look to an otherwise pretty traditional and outdated rear end. Now the three-piece kit here from SpeedForm comes in right around $100, and the install is going to be a breeze, 1 out of 3 wrenches on our difficulty meter. It'll take you about 30 minutes or so in the driveway at home. Now I will say from the factory you may have the Ford oval emblem, the badging there, and if you have a GT, you may have the GT badge on the other side. Both of those will have to be removed if you want to get this to install properly. Now I'd recommend having a heat gun on deck to make that process a whole lot easier, and to get the nasty residue off of your paint, I'd recommend having Goo Gone or an alcohol adhesive cleaner, and I'll show you guys what that looks like in just a little bit. I'm going to take you guys through every step of that process. What do you say I shut up and we just get started? Recommended tools for the install include a flathead screwdriver, some panel removal tools, general purpose adhesive cleaner is recommended, or Goo Gone, something similar, clean microfiber, and a heat gun. All right guys, the first step here before we jump into installing our honeycomb deck lid panel, what we're going to do is have to remove our factory badges. The deck lid panel will not seat properly over top of the badge, so you're going to want to remove them. Now, in order to do so, I recommend using a heat gun. If you don't have a heat gun, you can use a blow dryer. It just may take a little bit longer, but the idea here is to heat up that adhesive so it loosens up and makes it easier to remove. Heating it up is also going to prevent it from leaving behind some really nasty residue. It might minimize that a little bit. So grab a heat gun, heat things up. I'm going to also use a panel removal tool in the process, start prying away at it to get them to pop off. Ours has a GT and a Ford badge. V6 guys won't have to worry about the GT badge, just get your oval off. Now what I'm basically going to do is focus on the edging here and heat up all around the edging. You don't want to go straight at the badge. We of course don't want to melt it or burn the badge in any way, so we're just going right at the edging here. All right, so I'm going to switch over to a flat panel tool. We're going to go straight down, straight through. That helps us out a little bit, and that gets this guy off. Now, of course, if you're using the heat gun, it could be a little hot, so just want to be careful. I'm going to set that guy down. Now we can repeat that for our Ford emblem and then get rid of the leftover residue. There we go. Again, she's going to be a little hot, so just be careful. Next, what we're going to do is just take a plastic squeegee here. We've got our AM Graphics one. This is going to make life a little easier. I'm going to heat up the rest of the adhesive here and try to scrape that guy off. You can also use Goo Gone and things like that, alcohol cleaner. That might help you out. As you can see, applying that heat just softens it up and makes it easier to scrape. Now, of course, whatever you're using to scrape, you want to make sure it's not going to damage your paint. Something plastic like this, like a vinyl applicator, this will definitely work a lot better than some metals. You definitely don't want to scrape it. All right, and then I can go back and clean her up. Repeat for that other side. All right, so once you get all the big residue off, what you're gonna do now is take something like Goo Gone or an alcohol adhesive remover, something similar to that, and just remove all the excess residue, and then we'll go back with our alcohol wipes included in the kit and clean off the entire surface area. All right, so as you can see, you might have the general outline of the badging here, but as long as it's a smooth surface, which it is, we'll be okay to move on. So I got this GT cleaned up. Let's do the same thing for the oval side. Just for reference here, I'm using a general purpose adhesive cleaner. That's going to help us get this off. And as you can see, it's doing a pretty good job. Perfect. Next step, alcohol prep pad. We're going to open this guy up. These are included in the kit. You should have about 2 of them. We're gonna take this guy and we're just gonna wipe down the entire areas where the Decklid panel will adhere. This is a really important part of the process here. You wanna clean off any dirt and dust that would prohibit 3M from adhering and getting a good bond. So we really wanna focus on the cleaning aspect of this. You don't wanna skip this step or slack when it comes to doing it. Perfect. Next up, we have to take a flathead screwdriver. We're gonna remove our license plate. The license plate will then be reinstalled over top of our Decklid panel, but we gotta get it out of the way for now because we wanna use the mounting tabs for the license plate as a reference point when installing the panel. Grab a flathead and get those off. All right, now before we apply our center Decklid panel, we have this square that was underneath of our license plate we gotta clean off. So grab the other alcohol wipe included in the kit and get that guy clean because 3M will adhere here. It might not look dirty on the surface, but if you flip that guy over, that's exactly what'll keep that 3M from adhering. All right, next step is our center plate for the Decklid panel. Now, as you can see, it already has cutouts for the license plate mounting brackets. The bottom of this has a little bit of a lip. That is gonna hook around the bottom edge of the trunk, so it kind of aligns itself in a way. What you're gonna wanna do is peel off the backing on the 3M tape. Just gonna set that down on the ground for now. Use that bottom lip as a liner, and then line up the holes for your license plate. Once you do, you can press this guy in place, putting firm and even pressure all across the strips that are right here. Next, we're gonna do the honeycomb portion on the driver's side of our vehicle. And as you can see, the driver's side here is gonna have this little lip up on the top left corner. That'll start hugging right at the top right edge of our taillight. Now this section here is gonna hug on over and seat up against the black that we just installed on the center portion. Also has 3M on the back, so you wanna peel it off. I already removed 3 of them. That's our last guy there. Now what you do wanna take note of when applying this, you're not making this inner lip sit up against it. You're not pulling this all the way back. That's gonna start covering your taillight. Use this edge here on your trunk as the guide. So we're gonna use that as our guide. I'm gonna put my finger right up against it, seat the top edge up against this little crease, and you'll see it'll line up perfectly. Once you have that figured out, go ahead and apply it, putting firm, even pressure on the 3M. All right, and then we can just repeat that for the other side. And as you can see, when we apply it, this is exactly why having the badging there wouldn't have worked. So we got that removed, it sits up flush, it's gonna stick in place, repeat over there. All right, once you have that firm, even pressure all the way around, we can go back, make sure everything sticks, make sure it's exactly where we want it, put our license plate back on. All right, so now we can put our plate back on. Go ahead and line that up to the factory holes. Put these guys through. Grab your flathead and tighten them down. Once you have your license plate back on and you have everything positioned where you want it, you're good to go. Well guys, that's gonna wrap up my quick overview and install for the SpeedForm Honeycomb Matte Black Decklid panel, available for the 99 to 04 GT. And again, if you wanna get your kit, you can do so exclusively right here at AmericanMuscle.com.